You know, eat, sleep, buy PLTR, repeat. Eat, sleep, buy PLTR, repeat. Or PLTY. Or as we're looking at now, we're looking at ARMY, Army. I think it's ARMY. Look at Murney. Looking at all the funds that the leader of the ETF challenge has. If he made 15 grand, I shouldn't say the money wise, I should say he made a percentage, like 10%, 8%. Well, let's see, 10% would be 25, made less than that. So he's probably come up with 20, 17, around 17, 20%. 20 would be 50. Oh, I forgot what we were doing. Yeah, we're looking at Vance Roberts, the creator. Looking at his funds. This was not to be a fanboy of V. We're all walking the dogs. Bruce, hang on. Gotta wait for Ruckus. These dogs are not in sync. Got him a lot of the gagging around. Then I got a big guy here who wants to run 14 miles. So we're doing a little bit of both. We're already, I don't know, half mile into it. This will take us another half mile to the river and then we'll turn around. Mile in, mile back. But one of the things about the ETF challenge that I said I was going to do was learn. I will take, Bruce, I'll take what I have learned from the people that know more than I do, which is, well, let's see, we have 10 people in it, so that's probably 9, me being number 10. But yeah, it's opened my eyes to different funds. There's different strategies in these funds, but I'm not worried about that yet. That's level 8,000 course. I'm not there yet. But yeah, we're gonna watch Vance and see what he does. I mean, this is not for our challenge portfolio. This is for my real Roth IRA. Because if he's doing this, good percentage, serious, it's called. I canceled my service when I changed subscription. It was hooked me for enter your email. I entered my email and it always said, well, this is associated with another account. Funny thing about that is, it's the account that had the 3-year 199. These people did not want to do that. They kept saying, put it in an email. Well, I did. Go around, around, around. The same email, they would not transfer my plan to my Toyota. They had to stay with my Jeep. So I said, fine, I'm done. You know, I don't honestly need you. I could use that money somewhere else and buy a soda or something. Not even that, $1.99 a month. What do you buy with $1.99 a month now? But we got a new sign in the woods. Obviously, that guy has a problem with people trespassing because it's new last couple of weeks. But yeah, now they're trying to get me back. So much like everything, the longer you wait, the better it gets. So I told them I was going to give them 3. Told myself I was going to give a serious 3 tries. That was the 3rd. I'll give them shooting an email when I get home. But the real reason for this live video was today at work. Now, background, I am Navy. I graduated from the Navy. I was in the Navy as an MS back in the day. And it was called my specialist. I was a cook in the Navy. I didn't cook. I was part of the Admiral's cooking staff, but I didn't do anything. Washed dishes mostly. So I had this kid at work that had on USMC t-shirt, sweatshirt, hoodie. So I naturally, oh, you were in the Marines. Oh, no, I just wear this. You know, it's called stolen valor, don't you? What? You're wearing that, you make it seem like you're part of the Marines. Oh, no, I told you I wasn't. I said, you know, you put on a Michigan Wolverine hat, that kind of says that you're part of this tribe. I get that. That's sports. That's not real life. You putting on a Marine Corps and not having any family, not having served. Brucey, trying to get him not to go in those all the time. Bruce, there you go. Good boy. So, hey, Ruckus. Yeah, we're going this way. Well, it's a good thing the dogs know where they're going because they don't. So this is a half mile. We got another half mile to go. So I was kind of thinking about it all day. And the kid comes up to the department head who was out there and he said, you know, that's not called stolen valor. It's called, he used another name for it. And I called my Marine friend and he said it was okay. So we're sitting in the meeting room. My department head comes in and says that. And I said, well, apparently I touched the nerve of somebody. Because if you were a vet, if you had a family member that was a vet, that was a Marine, you would have no problem going, well, my uncle served. Okay, that's a family member. I understand. My department head uncle served in the Army. His dad served in the Army. His brother was the Air Force. I get it. We're family. That's fine. But in my opinion, you're not going to wear USMC unless you've earned it. And by earning it, I mean you were once a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Funny story, back my last job, they had the HNIC, the head guy in charge. Him and I just did not see eye to eye. He was a great guy. His name was Phil. He knew a lot. He was older than I. And there was just, you know, there's something about people that sometimes you get and sometimes you don't. There's just something about him. You know, I was at 5, he was always at 5.5. Or I was at 7, he was at 7.5. It was just, we couldn't figure it out. And one day we're standing at the butcher block. And he said, well, this reminds me of when I was in Okinawa or somewhere like that. I think it was Okinawa. The only place where Marines go, Okinawa. I was in Okinawa and I was like, wait a minute, because I was in Japan. I was in Sasebo, Kyushu for about 3 years. Commander Fleet Activity Sasebo, CFAS. It was a fuel depot, largest fuel depot west of Mississippi, West Honolulu, which is a fun town. We flew in. Wow. I'm getting out of breath. So where were we? Phil. It was funny talking to him, and then when I was in Okinawa, and I just clapped my hands together, pointed at her, and that's it. You're a fucking Marine. I know. And he looked at me, he goes, what? I said, I'm Navy. He goes, oh my God, if I knew that, I would have never hired you, and laughed. And since then, we've been on the same page. It's just, you have that little, I don't know what to call it, je ne sais quoi. There's something, if you're a vet, that you have that not many people have. There's something even smaller if you're a Marine. Like I've always said, Marines are not made. Marines are born. They just got to be chiseled out of all the fat and the civilian life to get that Marine on the inside. Holy smokes, we're at the end. But I didn't press that issue any further at work. I just had that guy, you know, you wear what you want to wear. You want to perpetrate or make people believe that you're somebody or not. That's fine. That's not my deal. You know, I'm comfortable. Where's he going? There's a trail coming down here. I don't know where he's... Last time we were down here, it was all flooded. So the river is down here. I just don't know how far down. Grizzly. I'm not gonna go looking for it because I know that's a 10-foot drop down there. Hey, what's up, Chad? I'm sorry. Hey guys, how are you? Oh, my dogs are so pretty. Just Grizzly, come on, boy. Let's get going. We're gonna go back. My goal today with them is to get them tired, and for them to rest is not getting them tired. So we got a mile in. We got a mile to come back. This guy's tired. Well, he's not tired. He's been through a lot more than this, but he's not as much of a... Well, we'll talk about him real quick. His name is Ruckus. He's going on 6. We got him when he moved to this house that we're in now in 2019. We had one dog, Franklin, who was already 5. We always said when we get more property, we would get more dogs, and we did. We picked up Ruckus after Franklin was home at our house for about a year or 6 months, I think. We went and got another dog, got Ruckus, and it was so much fun. I remember Franklin was always on the couch, acting like he was bored, acting like he had nothing to do. And all right, let's get him a brother. So we brought Ruckus, and the first look that Franklin gave to us was, "You mean this is for me?" It was so cute the way the older brother looked after this guy, younger brother Ruckus. Well, they were together for, Jesus, Ruckus was, I'm going to say 4 years after you do the math. Because it is anniversary of putting Franklin down 2 years ago today. We took him in to the vet for something. I can't remember. And the vet checked him over, was giving him and then spent a lot of time around his hind end towards his butt. We're like, well, what's going on? I remember. My wife was doing some ointment on him and felt some bumps on his back. And said, you know, we take him into the vet, see what these are. You know, they just might be benign cysts that he's had before. Not worry about it, but better to check and make sure than not know at all. I got 1. Come on, Ruckus. I got 2, and we're starting to get beat up by the bugs a little bit right now. But the vet came in. He's tired now, which is good. The vet came in and checked him over and spent a lot of time on his hind end and legs, and just had that, all of a sudden his eyes turned kind of bloodshot red, and he was about ready to tear up. Haven't you guys felt this? We're like, what? No, I don't feel that. I let my wife do that. And he goes, yeah, this is cancer. It's pretty bad. And that was, oh my God, it's not about us. But yeah, so he lost his older brother 2 years ago today. So he has not been back to his frivolity, plainness, being jovial. I don't know why I'm using these big words today. I think I'm trying to impress myself that I remember something. But, so he had Franklin go down 2 years ago today. Mac, his younger brother, younger brother, we put down back in April. So this guy's been through a lot. He's been through a lot of loss. But he's a trooper. He's a good boy. 100% good boy. Yeah, the guy we're in the USMC, I didn't push that any further. I just thought that'd be, I don't agree with it. But, hey, I have unpopular opinions that sometimes I understand. So you may have seen my shirt when it was this morning. It is Eat, Sleep. Hi, PLTR. PLTR is Palantir, a company that is allegedly responsible for providing the information of that school that got bombed over in Iran. Apparently, supposedly, I heard. I don't know, but I have right now a little bug that's trying to get into my nose. And it's not moving any, I mean, it's quick. I can't swat it. It's that small. That's the air that I move with my hand. Will move it. So, God damn it. But, yeah, Palantir. I love Palantir. Not for what it does, but for the company itself, the earnings, the revenue is ungodly. Jeez, oh, Pete. It's fun to watch. That is for sure. Very fun to watch. Where are we? We are on Industrial Drive. We are on the easternmost part of Industrial Drive in Emmett County, which is handy state of Michigan. Emmett County is the top of your tip of your middle finger. Yes, sir and ma'am, it is. It is cold up here in the wintertime. When people say northern Michigan, they don't mean this far up north. They mean down south by 2 hours. This up here is a whole different mentality. You gotta like winter. You gotta like it being cold. And you have to be able to rely on yourself. Glasses come off because boys are in the woods. I don't know what they're doing. I can see them going around that tree. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're back in there somewhere. It's not Ruckus that I'm. Wow. It's the guy. Well, it's Bruce. I'm honestly worried about him because he is right there. He's got a problem. He disappears. He likes to disappear. He's a German Shepherd mix. Whoa. That guy is a German Shepherd mix. Apparently, he's got a little pit inside of him. He's got an American Staffordshire, I'm gonna say, because of his chest. He's got a white patch to it. But I think he's got some coon. He likes to howl when he's not been fed. He will let you know that it is feeding time. He's loud. Damn. Oh, man, what else? Yeah, they're off tomorrow, which is nice. I'm happy. Listen, I bought these on Amazon. They're polarized. There we go. Polarized. It's a great, cheap sunglasses. We'll talk about ZZ Top in a minute. But we bought these from Amazon. Four pairs of these for, Jesus, $5, $6, something stupid cheap. I had to buy it. I couldn't afford not to. But they're actually kind of sturdy. The polarized lenses, which I like, they cup your face. So my eyes, I have to keep them off my face a little bit, down my nose. Because I get bugs. I'll get them all foggy. Yeah, or maybe that's a smudge. Maybe I touched them. That's like a little grape. ZZ Top. Frank Beard, the drummer for ZZ Top, died. It was sad, you know. You miss a member of the band. Now the band's not the band anymore. Band's got to get somebody new if they're gonna. Well, let's see. One of them already died. Dusty Hill, or the Gibbons guy. Were they both Dusty? Dusty Hill, Frank Beard, and I can't remember what Gibbons' first name was. See, and this is, man, he's right there. I'm telling you, scary. Yeah, we sure listened to ZZ Top last night when we found out, give a tribute listen Listen to Rough Boy. That's so funny. Excuse me, sir. That's one thing about Ruckus. He likes to do. He will run in front of you for about 5 feet and then he'll stop. If you don't see him, he's ass over tail cart. But yes, we have slowed the pace down quite a bit. They are got tails dragging, tongues wagging on everyone. Oh, bastard bug. Which is good. They're slowing down. Ha ha ha. Gotcha. We got treats at home. I got buffalo. We ground. My butcher shop is home to the buffalo. Local raised buffalo. So we had to cut some up today for grinding tomorrow and or Thursday. I don't even know what goddamn day is today. It's so weird having 2 days off. This is the first week since March that I've had 2 days off. So you think I'm airheaded right now. Wait until tomorrow when I'm supposed to be at work at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'll be awake, I swear to God. I'll put money on it. I will be awake at 2 o'clock in the morning like I always am. And I will tell you folks one thing that is true. You can't tell yourself to go to sleep. You can't tell yourself, hey, you know what? You got 3 more hours, so you have to be up. Or you don't have to be up at all today. You can't tell yourself that and go right to sleep. Or, if you can, could you please send me some information on how that happens? Goodness gracious. But that's when I get up and I either, if I'm really awake, I'll go up and get the car and go out for a ride. I'll go down 2-track in the middle of the night before. Oh, I love that. 2-track in the middle of the night, guarantee you'll never hit or see anybody coming around. Up here, you know, it's recreation all over the place. So these are side-by-side tracks. So we got side-by-sides everywhere up here. And if you go at night, middle of the night, early morning, you won't see them at all. No traffic, which is nice. We enjoy it. Man, that bug got me right in the thumb. Now it itches. Deer fly. Deer fly, they do bother me. Oh, what else is babbling on? We're babbling about everything. We had a... I can't say that. I had a throat lozenge on the way home today, so I feel pretty good. Yeah, we got tomorrow off. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. I got a project of well, I do. I got projects that I keep putting off. I changed out my bathroom exhaust fan up top of the ceiling, and that took about 10 minutes. All I had to do was snap in the LED light into the new holder, a new front, a new facade, and just put the clips in. I mean, it took me 2 minutes to do, but it took me, I kept procrastinating. I'm going to say 3 weeks. I had that all apart and just hanging from the ceiling. I had the ladder in the bedroom and, oh my goodness, procrastination. I am the king. But once I start doing projects, I get crazy. Yesterday I was started at work slow. Tuesday, that's why I worked by myself, which was nice. I was going to work on one spot in front of the door where customers can see because it was still a little bit dirty. And then all of a sudden that ballooned into, okay, everything's going over to one side of the room and everything is going over to the other side of the room when necessary. And that room's, I don't know, 50 by, well, yeah, well, it's probably 100 feet by 40, 50 feet. It's nice, a good sized rectangle. So I did, ended up cleaning up that whole floor. It was nice. This guy right here, we have these toys called Go-Nuts, Goughnut's. They are indestructible. He will kill a Kong. He will kill any toy you have. It does not matter what it is. He will just knock it to shreds. I bought these things called the Go-Nuts that were on Amazon. Just hoping a prayer, hoping that there's something that his jaws and his teeth have a little problem with. He can't get his teeth into these to get a good grip, so he can rip it apart, which is pretty freaking awesome. So we got him 3. We got him a tree holder, we got him a big stick, then we got him a bouncy ball. Well, the bouncy ball ended up in the woods. He put it in there. That was probably 2 months ago, midsummer. And I was like, okay, well, I know it's around this area, you know. I know it's around this pile of trees. I told my wife that's where it is, so if we're ever looking for it, it's in this pile of trees. This guy, yesterday, my wife walks up that way, and she's looking for it, and she goes, looks him in the eye and says, hey, go find your ball. He kind of looked at her about 5 seconds and then dashed right into the woods. 10 minutes later, he comes out, he's got the ball. I'm amazed at how smart at remembering. One, knowing what B-A-L-L is. I have to spell it now because he's looking at me like I have one. It's amazing he knows what that is. He puts it together. The round black B-A-L-L is spoken as B-A-L-L. And that he still remembered where it was. So now we're trying to come up with brain lessons for him, you know, hiding something. Okay, this is called whatchamacallit. And then hide it. Okay, go find the whatchamacallit. Or something like that, you know. We never had really intelligent dogs. All our dogs have been lovers, absolutely loved them. But they're not really the smartest things on the block, if you catch my drift. This guy is the king of smarts of all of them. Which is good. It took him 2 tries of getting out of my front seat before he learned that I did not want him to come out of my front seat. Now he comes out in the back cargo area. It's bad enough to bought a Toyota FurRunner, jeez, 2 weeks ago. It was about maybe 2-3 weeks ago today. Matter of fact, Wednesday. This big lug and the other one. Speak of which, that guy, I've totally destroyed that truck. Oh my goodness. Not destroyed it. It's all dogs. Dog hair, dog vomit, dog poop, probably. I know he puked on it. Ruckus puked in it the first 3 hours I had it. Bah. He came back from the swimming hole, and he's got a problem with his diaphragm or whatever. So he sometimes pukes up little bits of water, or whatever didn't get down to his stomach. So he did that first thing in the. I was like, God damn it! Can't have anything nice. Goodness. Now he's getting a second wind. Yeah, we're almost. We got 2 more curves to go, and we will be there. Heard a story. Well, I'm going to tell you a story about a man named Jed. Jed had a Porsche dealer down in Dallas, Texas. Jed had more money than anybody you and I have ever met, being the biggest Porsche dealer in Dallas. So Jed, who owns the Porsche dealer, goes into a grocery store and says, hey, how much for your number one hide of bacon up there? And the smart ass kid says, sir, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Kind of gave a little chuckle to himself. I give this guy credit. From what I heard, and I heard a pretty good source, there's something inside that. It just ran into the woods. Guy took a step back and looked at the guy he was with. They were golfing, and said, you know, I just don't have time for this. A partner, I do. Proceeded to get out 2 business cards, gold plated with Porsche on them. worldwide distributor of Porsche, 1990 whatever, and then the other one was about 3 years ago. He had laid those on the counter and said, if you don't think I can afford to buy this store, you are sadly mistaken. You have made yourself a mistake. Grabbed his stuff, walked out. They talked about where to get some stuff. So they went to the gas station. And the guys at the gas station said, well, if you want some good meat, you got to go to this place. And thankfully, that guy came to our place and dropped about $950, so I was told, in steaks. Which is pretty funny, because I used to work at that place that told that guy, hey, you can't, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Now, background about that place is that it is a higher end meat market. They do have very, very good beef, if you can afford it. Back when I worked there, in the roaring 20s, everybody could afford it. Everybody had money. It was a beautiful thing. And then the COVID hit. That put a kibosh on everything. That was the end of that store. That was the end of hanging out with Wagyu 5, hand massage, beer, giving beer, drink, beer, eating, beef. Never saw that. Well, I don't see that on the regular anymore. But yeah, that guy was apparently, and yeah, it's just, don't judge a book by its cover. Oh my goodness. That's such a mistake to make. I mean, I get it. I've done it at that store. I sold $1,300 worth of beef to one lady because, and this is why, her husband was the invalid. He liked his beef and had money, and she did not mind buying it for him because that's what he wanted. I'm looking at the white posts up there, going, okay, that's in the middle. Where the hell's my car? It's hidden in the woods. I couldn't see it. But yeah, I remember saying something to somebody that, oh my God, I just sold $1,300 of beef. What an amazing deal. And that ended up on Facebook as, oh my God, somebody's making fun of another person because they had to buy $1,300 worth of beef. It's like, no, I was happy. I was, oh my God, I sold, like today, I sold, well, I don't know, $200 for the porterhouse, if I remember right. I can't remember. There was a second. There's my truck. Yes. Whew. Never judge a book by its cover. Always be humble and happy, and hopefully you are there to serve. If you need to serve, without question, without saying anything, just do it. There's no reason to, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. If you're gonna do it, somebody's eventually gonna see. So that stuff doesn't go unrewarded without getting a reward, if that makes sense. Recognized, there we go, unrecognized. Now see, I look at this FurRunner right now. It is perfect. The wheels are the right size. It looks perfect to me. Well, all except for one part. Now, I had a Jeep Wrangler before this, so it was much smaller. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Right there. This is about 3 feet wider than my Jeep was. Oh. So we're backing into the walking spot 2 days ago. I saw the tree in my rear view camera. I didn't think about it. First thoughts in my head, I got room. Pow! No, you don't. So that's my first, oops. Oh, talk about the dogs in the back of the Jeep. This is just a big tarp I bought from, a Tapizzato. That is, I love this thing. Goes up so it's got the sides. This is so long that it'll hang over the tailgate if you really, really want it to. So we just tuck it in. Oh, we're not tuck it in, do the girl. No. So we got that. And stay there. We have this for the dogs that clip up on the seat. If I didn't have this open so they could come up front, I would have this as a big hammock. And the dogs would stay inside this. And this was 30 bucks at Amazon, and that hangs over the edge. I'm on the edge, so don't push, man. And then we about the caterpillar seat covers. And even though we have dogs, it's still a mess. My goodness. All right, kids, we got to get the dog up. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for checking us out. Peace. Love you.